God is saying, don't worry about it. No matter what it is you're going through right now, you do not have to worry. I don't care what it is. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care if your circumstances are looking like you in dire need. You do not have to worry about it because it is already being taken care of. Even when you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel like, oh my God, I got to do this, this, and that, and you know it's nothing you can do until the morning and it's stressing you out, get your rest. Get your rest. You can get your rest because God is still working. God works the night shift so that way we can continue to be our best selves and rest and just go with the punches. He done already went before you. So if he went before you, then you know the path is clear. You don't have to worry about a thing. First of all, listen. Good morning, okay? It is 5 something in the morning for me right now. I've been up since 3. And the reason why I'm sharing this message is because I got this message for myself as well. I had to get up early because I got somewhere to be. However, 3 o'clock was not on my agenda. The reason I got up and I stayed up is because something has been plaguing my mind. I got stuff to do. It's things that I'm trying to make shake. And it makes me anxious. It makes me stressed. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I'm asking for answers and I'm just, it's like I'm driving myself crazy because I cannot get out of my own head sometimes, you know? And that's where I came across the whole thing of don't worry. I keep hearing it and then I keep seeing little things. God is giving me signs. And it's like, think about all the times you worry and you really didn't have nothing to worry about. It all worked out in the end because it always does. God goes before you and he's going to take care of it. We don't look at things like that. We forget that oftentimes. But you know what? Think about the person who's been there for you since you were a kid, like a parent, a guardian, whoever took care of you, like really took care of you. How many times have you asked them for something or wanted them to tell you that things were going to be okay? So for me, I had projects as a kid, right? I would have to do stuff for school. It would have a due date. And I would wait till the last minute. And I would tell my mama at the last minute. I would be like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to have this at school tomorrow. I'm supposed to do this. Or, you know, something. Sometimes I wouldn't even tell my mama about picture day till the last minute. And now we got to figure out what my hair going to look like. Now we got to figure out what outfit I'm going to put on. The school project, she'd be like, girl, come on, we got to go get these supplies. You know, it'd be 7 o'clock at night. It's due the next day or the day after that. And it's like, no matter what it was taken care of. My mama took care of it. I didn't have to worry about anything. Even when I was hurting or I was worried about anything, I would tell my mama and she would say, I'm going to take care of it. Or it's going to be okay. And when she said that, it was okay. Like I could finally release it because I was no longer carrying that burden by myself. She knocked it out for me. And all I had to do was show up. Even if I had an issue with a teacher or something like that at school, tell your mama. Mama came up to the school or mama called the school or whatever. And then when I went the next day, it was done. It was done. It was taken care of. I never had to think about it ever again. Sure, it was that first like, oh, how these people gonna feel after my mama said what she had to say? But they didn't say nothing. It was taken care of. I didn't have to think about that. Just because you grow up does not mean you don't have a parent anymore. You know, and I'm not even talking about your earthly parents. These are earthly parents to make sure that we're guided in a physical sense. But God is with you forever. God is your parent forever. And he wants you to lean on him forever. You grow up, but you don't really have to grow up in his eyes. Like, you are still his child. You know, you will never become like an adult stranger to him. He still wants to take care of you. You don't have to turn 18 and get out of his house. He is with you. He is going to foot the bill for you. But you got to communicate with him. You got to be open to him. And you got to trust him. Just like I was trusting my mama to take care of everything, you got to trust God to do the same thing. Because you know what? In every single situation of your life, God goes before you. It's your anxieties and stuff that keeps you held back and feel like, I don't know if I can go down this path. But God done already cleared it. He done already cleared it for you. So all you have to do is take that next step. Take that next step. And then once you keep going and you keep talking to God, he'll keep showing you signs like, come on, keep coming. This is the right way. You don't have to worry about a thing because I'm here. But you got to trust him. But also, too, as you go down that path, like me, having that uncertainty of how things are going to work out, having that trust that God will give you the messages that you need to hear. He will give you the direction that you need at the time that you need it. Like God, he don't never come when we want him to come, but he come right on time. Right on time. When you need the messages that you need, he will give it to you. It's like, you know those, remember back in the day we would watch like cartoons and stuff like that, and they would be on this adventure and maybe in this tunnel or something, and all of a sudden they go straight down like there was only one path, and then all of a sudden there's two. And they trying to figure out which way to go. Should I go left or should I go right? When you hit those forks in the road, God is going to tell you, boom, go left. Like, you're just going to know. You're going to know. And you have to have the trust and the understanding that that is exactly what happens. And God is going to do that for you. But you also have to trust the feeling. You have to trust the feeling that God is giving you. Go with that gut instinct, but just understand that you don't have to worry. When you understand that and you clear your mind of anxieties, you won't have to be confused about the signals that you're getting, because oftentimes we get messages through our intuition and we ignore them because we're not sure if that's the right thing to do, because the anxieties are still present, because the stress is still present, because we're still so worried about everything that could go wrong instead of trusting in God. Once you release it, once you start to rest easy, all those messages flow so much more fluidly. His direction becomes so much more clear. His voice becomes clear. Clear in the fact that you don't have to worry. Whatever it is you're going through right now, trust that there is something on the other end for you. Maybe you got to see something right now. Maybe you got to learn something right now. Maybe God wants you to go through certain processes and steps because it's something that you're getting at the end of this that's going to prepare you for the next chapter. But at the end of the day, right now, you don't have to worry. So how can you enjoy your day today? I don't know. But whatever it is, put the stress down. Put it down and enjoy it. Go get you some tea, some coffee, whatever you need. Go take it's a little cold. I don't know where you live, but it's a little cold. Put a jacket on, but you can still take a walk or something. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Clear your mind. I love drinking tea on my balcony. Like, I'll do that as long as it's not snowing or freezing outside. I can do it now. But anything that brings you peace to clear your mind, do that. Do that. Because let's be honest, worry doesn't go away in a quick second. You have to work at that, right? So when you find yourself getting those anxieties and it's building up, how can you start to chip away at that? Maybe you need to stop and just say something to God real quick, like, hey, this is getting a little overwhelming for me. Maybe you need to do some deep breathing exercises, because oftentimes that calms me down. You know what calms you down. You know it'll start to be, your peace. Do that. Breathe. And then start to consult God. Say, hey, I'm kind of flaring up here. I need you to help me out. And it'll be a gradual process. When you stay consistent, you have those conversations, he will bring you peace. Ask for peace and understanding. And you'll be good. You don't have to worry about a thing, though.